Okay, everybody, welcome back. It's time for Ace Attorney, the final mission of the first game. Mission? Case? I don't know. Mission seems a little odd. A term to use to describe these cases we're solving, but whatever, fine. Final mission, let's go. We are trying to solve the murder of, we don't know who yet, some investigator. But the murderer apparently was Lana Skye, the chief prosecutor, who admits to the murder herself, so yeah, quite the tricky case in it. We were about to present a bunch of stuff to Gumshoe. By the way, Edgeworth and Gumshoe are still a part of the plot. Hooray! I began last episode's, or pair of episodes, by pointing out that it feels a little weird not to have familiar faces, and now we've had basically just Edgeworth and Gumshoe for the last couple of episodes, and we're going to continue with that. So, good stuff, because I do believe we're about to find out something relevant. Hold on, really quickly. One real quick thing. Did I ever check out the Blue Badger panel in detective mode? Oh, interesting. We can't actually interact the same way we interact with the other items in this case. With the Blue Badger dummy, we can just stare at its eerie look. Now that I've been trained by the game to start noticing details in these pictures that might come up in cases, a lot to chew on here. There's a handprint that one of those jester caps has been broken off and taped back on. Of course, we have no idea if that thing has anything to do with any case yet, but could just be a red herring there, but something to keep in mind. Well, let's go through these items, because I do believe this one's gonna give us something big. I think there were some hints that this ID card might get some revelations from Gumshoe. Detective Gumshoe? What can you tell me about this?
Huh? Hey, pal! This is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that. You have to turn it into the police. It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time.
Meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot.
Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman. Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake.
Well, wasn't that an unfortunate... Oh, okay. So hold on, I completely missed out there. What was Emma was saying something like, but didn't you work together in criminal affairs? And then Gumshoe freaks out.
Whoa! Now I remember! Bruce Goodman! He's the victim!
That's what I thought. Oh, that's really nice. Even Phoenix is calling out. This seems like the obvious continuation of this plot. So, that's kind of fun. Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe? Oh, have we unlocked dialogue thing? We have, indeed. Let's go through the items first, anyway.
Hey, that's it! That's the King of Prosecutors Award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday.
Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe?
Of course, pal! I got an award for diligence myself.
Ah, congratulations. I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken?
Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later.
Apparently he's forgotten.
But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. Even with all the naysayers at the prosecutor's office.
Naysayers? Must be because of the rumors. Good stuff.
Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Skye to do such a thing? Oh, wait, I didn't mean... sure, of course someone else really did it. Someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth.
The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. Wow, again, someone setting up two people, the way that Von Karma was setting up Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, and Hammond, actually, as well. Again, assuming that Lana is indeed not the actual killer, that she's being set up as well. In addition to Edgeworth being set up here. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened? We have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth. We'll have to do it. Okay, I kind of figured because this popped up. Yeah, it's the same dialogue. So we'll just go through that real quick. Just wanted to, just wanted to really quickly check that.
As a detective, I have to keep my mouth shut on that one. I know better than to go blabbing on about things I don't know about.
No, I wouldn't want you to do that either.
Good.
I sense a bit of sarcasm in Phoenix there. Amazing that he doesn't have anything to say about the Blue Badger panel. I guess because he said so much already. Oh, cool. Edgeworth popped up here as a dialogue option as well. Good thing I went through those items. So, let's chat about Bruce Goodman and Edgeworth. So, this ID card belonged to the victim?
He was a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman.
Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it?
Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transferal for a case he handled 2 years ago.
Evidence transferal? Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too.
He did? I already forgot that point. I'm embarrassed to admit that, but yeah.
But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office.
Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that Chief Prosecutor Sky called him out there, to the parking lot.
And Lana's confessing as much. Yikes, that's not good. What's Edgeworth got cooking?
He's in a tough spot again.
Again? Yeah, this happened a while ago. We remember this case.
Well, it all started with the murder of that defense attorney, Hammond.
But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent.
Listen, pal, there have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting.
But there's no evidence against him.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious.
I had no idea he was under the gun.
Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself.
Whoa, what?
But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing it for all of us. That's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know.
Thank you.
Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who is. What was his name? The guy in the parking lot.
Oh, that'd be Officer Marshall.
Oh, yeah, him. Yeah. Oh, right, of course, he is handling the investigation, true.
He was appointed directly by the Chief of Police.
Officer Marshall. Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something?
Oh, no, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer. From West L.A.
Well, that's kind of the West. It is, it's about as west as you can get in the continental United States. No, that's not true, because Alaska actually stretches out. And I think parts of British Columbia are also more west then. Actually, now that I think about it, the way California bends and Los Angeles is fairly south on California, there's a lot of more westernly latitudes. No, longitudes. No, anyway. The point is, it's still pretty west. I'm not wrong about that. For a moment there, I wasn't sure.
Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe.
Oh, a letter of introduction? Cool. What does it say there on the crossed out bit? Something about $20. What? Anyway, it allows the bearer to investigate the crime scene.
I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there and nobody will look at you twice, pal.
Cool stuff. Can we examine this letter? Yes, we can. That seems to be the gimmick of this final case, so let's do it. I need to know what this is. I figured this would have a thing. What's it say? Armal bones. Animal bones, $20. I guess depending on the kind of animal bones, I guess that's a deal?
Hey, look here! It looks like something's been crossed out.
Maybe it was a letter or something to Detective Gumshoe.
Let's see. Annual bonus, $20.
Oh. I wasn't too far off with animal bones.
I think a couple of zeros are missing.
No, that sounds about right. At least in that detective's case.
Maybe I should rethink my career as an investigator.
Poor Gumshoe, that's really sad. Annual bonus $20. I kind of figured it would be something funny, but it also kind of figured it would be something really sad about Detective Gumshoe. Okay, so, cool. Well, that's another step in our plan. Huh. Weird. I had this idea that we were supposed to go inside the police station, but we're actually not going in there. Instead... Oh, let's swing by here real quick. Let's see if there's something to talk about with Emma. We would do this with, Maya all the time. Let's see. No. No new topics of discussion here. That's fine, that's fine. Detention center. Right, Lana's gone still, alright. Thought I'd check it just in case. So let's go over here and continue our investigation. There was a lot of interesting things on the right side of this area, so let's go see what we can get, assuming this letter works. I mean, if nothing else, we can bribe them with a $20 bonus. Looks like the investigation is still going. Oh, someone has to be getting back to the shop. Okay, this is probably Marshall, judging from this dialogue. It looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. That sounds like sort of Wild Westy, I guess. I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby. Oh, actually, could this be, cause I think, didn't Angel Star say that she had a boyfriend in the security box? So that might be what's going on here, maybe? Well, it's Angel Star anyway, so I was half right anyway. Oh, still here? Oh, excuse me. I got some phlegm in my throat. Yikes, hold on, let me just take a drink. Yeah. I'm sure you appreciated all those sounds. I can do this. I got this. Oh shit, I've only been recording 15 minutes and my voice is already exploding. Oh no. Okay, I got this.
Hello? Why the surprised looks? Didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs, too.
Oh, yeah, exactly what I was thinking about there, although, wasn't it security? What happened to the security guard? Oh, I see, the point is that she's got several boyfriends. Is that what she's getting at? Yikes, and it is actually Mr. Marshall.
Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy that's lost its herd.
Jake Marshall. Man, Jake is such a cool name for a dude. who's like a cowboy whose last name is Marshall. That's like a really good name. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. Ooh, we can talk to Marshall? Really quickly. Oh gosh, everything's reset here?
If you want to take a closer look, you'll have to deal with me first, partner.
Uh-huh.
A duel at sunset. The winner leaves the loser in the dust and takes all. The blood law of the gunman.
Note to self, jurisdiction squabbles are settled by dueling.
I think one body per murder case is enough, thanks. I see. Okay, so that was just a funny little extra thing with Mr. Marshall. Cool. Let's try talking to him before we slap down the letter of introduction. We'll see how that goes. There's something I wanted to ask you.
The scene of the crime. A cold grave for men who have lost their dreams. And me? I watch over them as they sleep, dreaming of a desert's harsh judgment.
He's asleep.
Well, should we show this hopeless case something to catch his interest? That didn't go quite according to plan.
There's something I wanted to ask you.
Oh, I see. Okay, well, can we... Oops, no, not that. My badge? Officer Marshall, could you take a look at this?
Whoa, partner. If you're fixing to draw on me, you best be ready for a shootout. You ready to become food for the vultures, compadre?
Are you ready, Mr. Wright?
Somehow I don't think he's gonna help us. Okay, this is all... Yeah, I figured. It really... Yeah, okay, I see the game really wants us to slap that, that letter of introduction before we get to anything else. But I can't help myself. What? He said something different? What? Hold on. Well, let's do that. Okay, I was already like... I was too ready for this to be like nothing new. Shows me.
Alright, compadre. Count to 3.
Huh?
You gotta do that if you're gonna draw evidence on someone. That's what we do in Texas.
Remind me never to visit Texas. I wonder why the knife got a different dialogue involving some extreme Texas shade. You know, Texas isn't that bad. Oh, the blue badger also got that. Weird. Okay. Alright, well now, this is presumably what gets us results, so let's go. Oh, would you mind reading this for me?
What's this? I warn ya, fan letters to me go right in the spittoon.
It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate?
Gumshoe? Ah, that old cow dog. He holding a birthday party or something?
Huh?
Look, where it should say letter of introduction. It says invitation.
Ah, I think he just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? That's so Gumshoe. I love it.
No worries. This proves it's from Detective Gumshoe. Better than a blood test. Guess I'd better let you in then.
Thank you, Officer Marshall.
Oh, that's right. He's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me.
Hey, wait a sec. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher?
Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settler. Strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny.
Okay, Mr. Marshall, now you're getting into some uncomfortable territory here.
Note to self, police investigations are like settling land. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say?
I say I won't be needing this anymore. Oh no! Okay, crumpled and discarded. Goodness. Okay, Mr. Marshall, from the top. Oh, actually... Okay, now everything's reset. Yeah, I remember this dialogue. She's planning on hiding in there like Solid Snake in MGS4. Very good, very good. Okay, so yeah, nothing new on this screen. But the next screen we can already slide to. Hooray! But I want to chat... Actually, no. Let's... What am I talking? I always check the area first before I chat the guy up. So let's get to work on that before we jump in and scrutinize Mr. Marshall. A block. This area is reserved for prosecutors. Defense attorneys are relegated to B block. I dream of the day when I will be able to park my car here. I'll go over to B block to buy my hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright. I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon. What a weird dialogue. Why would Wright be selling hamburgers from B block? Okay. Now this I'm interested... Oh, it's a flip phone. Wow. Fancy. Oh yeah, I guess because this extra case was in the DS, so that would have been like 2005 or 2006. So flip phones would have actually started to be a thing, versus 2001 when the first game came out. There probably were some flip phones somewhere already, but they weren't like... they weren't like a major thing yet. Anyway, I thought that was a camera, or actually, no, I thought that was a tape recorder when I first saw it. That's what I thought it was, but it's actually a flip phone. Fair enough. This looks like a cell phone. Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it could belong to. What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out? Right, let's check it out. Oh, I'm not controlling, the game's doing it itself! Oh god. I don't know why they insisted on doing it like that. Anyway, there's a strap. Ooh, zoom? Oh god, I'm an idiot. I pressed the wrong thing. Let's... once more from the top. Sorry, I got so flustered by this game doing this auto-scroll here that I pressed all the wrong buttons. So, Man, what a boring strap. I was like, what do I press again? I got so confused that I forgot what to press. It was enter on the keyboard. What's wrong with it? Everyone has different tastes, you know. Here, check out mine. It's a pink princess strap. Oh yeah, you're a pink princess fan? Hell yeah. These are hard to come by, you know. I see the series is as popular as ever with the kids. That's all the strap had? Okay. So, does this thing actually have more than one thing to interact with? Well, there's this thing right here. Ah, cool! This feels even more Resident Evil-y, because I remember, like, you pick up cases, you have to roll around and then find the latch. Very good. Huh. This phone's still on the redial screen. Redial? Mr. Wright? Most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just, you never know with people from your generation. Oof. Ouch. Whatever. Let's check this phone out. So, we've got more stuff to look at. I guess the game wants us to prod that big old redial button. I have to admit, I can't remember a redial button, honestly. I know you can get a list, even in phones of this era, you can get a list of your last calls. But a button to check your last call? That seems a little unfamiliar to myself, I have to admit. I kind of skipped over the flip phone phase myself. I had an older Nokia for like years and years. I want to say like a decade at least, and then I jumped... Well, I had my sister's phone, which wasn't quite a touchscreen phone, but it did have, like, you could go to the internet on it. It had buttons like this, It wasn't a flip phone. It had buttons like this, but you could go to the internet, sorta, kinda. I didn't ever use that function. I just needed it because I needed a more modern phone when I went abroad on a trip once. There was something wrong with my old-ass Nokia that it didn't really work abroad. But then I jumped into a smartphone. And this would have been like early 10s, 2010, so I like went for a really long time with a really old-ass phone before. So I missed the flip phone phase. Truth be told, this is the kind of phone I'd like, honestly. Simple, elegant, it flips down so the screen is saved if you drop the phone. Very, very, very practical. I think this is the finest phone there is. And I say that having never had one myself, because I just missed out on it. Let's hit this redial button. Now to see who the owner of this phone called last. Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the button. Beep. Hold on, this is... Oh, this is the Steel Samurai theme song. I had to think for a second. That sounded familiar, that tune. Cool. Hey, that song! I know that! Oh, wait, that was Phoenix. Oops. That was Phoenix, my bad. Hey, that song! I know that!
Hey, what's going on over there?
Sorry.
I see you, partner. You pressed redial on that there phone, didn't you?
Well, yeah. Whose phone is this anyway? It was on the ground over there.
Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prosecutor Sky.
Oh my god, the Chief Prosecutor's into Steel Samurai? Neat. What? It's my sister's?
She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds according to this.
Who did she call?
No idea. Sorry, partner. Now I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now. One of those newfangled ringtones.
Oh, that, I'm sorry, that was my phone. Nice save. That's the kind of phone I had. I had just before I switched to a smartphone. Although it didn't have a little antenna sticking out of it like that. But that's the kind of phone I had for several years. Yeah, my first phone was a lot like that, and then the one I had before switching to smartphones for a couple of years was like that, but it had like some more advanced functions. Yeah. Those were also excellent phones. Oh, nostalgia for phones.
What? Your phone?
Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. Wrong number. Uh-oh, let's see if this line works on this guy.
I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner.
Thankfully, we're in L.A., so... Uh-oh, I've incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. Well, we got Lana's cell phone at least. Last call made at 5:18, so 3 minutes after the murder. I think it was 5:15 when the stabification happened. We can check that real quick, I think. I bet it's in... No, it's not in the patrol. The profiles. Annoying. Okay, fine. Let's keep examining stuff. There's still stuff to check out. This rope, is it? Yep, they laid it in the outline of the victim's body. So wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him. You have got to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. Oh, I see now, it is in the shape of a person, that rope. Oh, I guess, yeah, you can't make a chalk outline if it's a body hanging out of a car, so I guess a rope makes sense? I guess, This appears to be the car where the body was found. It looks like the lock on the trunk is busted. The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Yep, that's what happened. Quite a luxury car. It just screams I have money to burn. Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. Freaking Edgeworth living it up with... I guess that's a fancy car. It doesn't look that fancy from here, honestly. Maybe in 2006. Finally, we can look at this truck over here. B block is through there, and that's where visitors park. I can see the Lunchland car over there, far in the distance. Hey, you're right. I like the cute design on the door. I can see a cartoon cow munching down on a juicy-looking steak. Well, that's not cute. A cow doing cannibalism? Yikes. Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy? Just don't think too deeply about it, and you'll be fine. Yeah, Emma gets it. That's really creepy. Yeah, I admit, I don't like the idea of a cow eating a steak.